going to do my Bout of Books 12.0 wrap up. This might be a little late, but the Bout of Books ran from the 5th of January to the 11th of January, so it was a 7-day readathon and started on the Monday and ended on the Sunday, and I read 6 books in this readathon, which I was so happy about, and I'm going to show you what books I read right now. So the first book I read was a review book, and it was on my Kindle, and that was We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, and I have a review of this one which will be here. I'm trying that video thing I did in my last video. So the cover will be here, and the link to my video will be here. And yeah, so I really enjoyed that one. I think I gave it 4 stars, but I finished that on the Monday, so that put my page count as 227 pages, and I will do a little counter right here somewhere. And yeah, so that's 227 pages on the Monday. So on the Tuesday, I finished Half Bad by Sally Green, and I was reading this in a read-along with Book Loving Jess, and I did not read all of this in the readathon. I think I read about 200 pages, because I read 100 pages of this on day 1 and 100 pages of this on day 2. So I think I read about 200 pages of this during the readathon, so I'm just going to count 200 pages as readathon pages. I really enjoyed this. Again, I have a review of this one, which will be linked on the book. I will link it on the book. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. Next, on the Wednesday, I read For a Divergent Collection by Veronica Roth. Link to my review for it will be here. And I really enjoyed this a lot more than I thought I was going to. I thought I was going to really hate it, and because I hated For's point of view in Allegiant, but I talked more about it on my review of it. So that puts my total up by another 208 pages, which I will be counting down here. I'm going to add it up, but I will put a running total down here. So that was for day 3, and for day 4 I read The 100 by Cass Morgan, and that's 321 pages for that day, and I absolutely adored this. It was so good. I'm watching the TV show right now. I'm on episode 5. But I really enjoyed this. I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I did. Again, I did a review. It will be linked on the book. And next, on the Thursday, I read I Was Here by Gail Forman, and this is a book that's not out yet. It comes out January 27th, and it was so good. It broke my heart. I loved it so much. And I loved it. Link to my review will be here again. And this put me up another 288 pages, and I really enjoyed it, and I just loved it. And last but not least, on the Sunday night, I finished Branded by Abby Kettner and Missy Kaliklicki, I think that's how you pronounce it. I will have a review of this up at some point, but it won't be up before this video. It will be up after this video, so I will link it down in the description when that is up. And I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I didn't expect to love it as much as I did, but I loved it. I loved it. So I had a really good week for Bout of Books, and I really loved Bout of Books being in January. I did the same last year. I loved Bout of Books being in January because I just read a book a day for that week, and it was just so good. I finished the Percy Jackson series last year in Bout of Books in January, and I just think it's such a good start to the year, and I'm really excited. And it got me out of my reading slump. I'm finally out of my reading slump, so that is the best thing about this readathon, that I'm no longer in a reading slump, and I will see you next time.